Cancer, how are you guys doing? It is time for your May 2025 main monthly reading. May 2025, man. So for those of you who need a personal reading, just check the description of this video. That's where you'll find everything you need to know as far as how to go about doing that. Also on my website, we put up some more of our handmade crystal jewelry. We got a lot more of that to come. As it sells, we'll restock. It's all handmade by my wife and my daughter, some of it by me. So you want to check that out. And we got about another week and a half before my course, The Steps to True Healing, goes bye-bye. Okay? So you want to grab that up before May 1st. The link is in the description. All right, y'all, let's jump into this. I want to start this off with the good old past person. Person you dealt with in the past. Let's see what's happening. Anything happening between Cancer and the person they dealt with in the past? Let's see. Anything happening in May? Cancer and the person from the past. Oh, shit. Ten of Swords jumped right out there. So that's my throwing in the white towel card there. Are you giving up on this? Giving up on it? Okay, Four of Pentacles, Six of Wands reversed, Empress reversed, King of Wands reversed. Okay. Wow, that looks like a pretty solid message. Not a whole lot of ambiguity in there. That's pretty definitive. So, yeah, still a real strong connection here, though. Real strong connection. And yes, they feel it too. Okay, so no, you're not just making it up in your head. Yes, they feel it too, but ain't nobody taking action. I don't really think this person knows how to approach you, is what it is. Kind of feels like they'd like to talk to you, they just don't know how to approach you, you know? So, okay. All right, well, let me just see how they feel about you. That was a pretty specific message. Let's see how they feel about you, what their energies and intentions are. I guess YouTube's not notifying people now. Any of y'all get notified? It's only my second live stream of the day. Usually that doesn't happen until after my third. All right, let's see how this person feels about you. What are their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? Empress. Two more shuffles, two more. Hey, karmic wheel there. So no, this has not been a very easy transition for them. I think that deep down they wish it would have worked out. They wish it would have. If for a second they thought that it would work out, I think they would reconcile with you. But for some reason, they just don't have the faith that it ever would work out. I don't know why. Maybe for some of you, you were on and off, and every time y'all tried to get back together, the same thing just kept happening, so they just got tired of it. Or I don't know. You tell me. I don't know why they would like to be with you, but they just don't have any faith in this connection, you know? So basically, they've been trying to find somebody new, been trying to replace you. It doesn't look like they've had the most success as far as that goes. It don't look like it, but that's what they've been trying to do. Yeah, so, yeah, they still feel a pretty strong connection with you. They just have no faith in it. So, some of you dealt with a Gemini, also have Sagittarius, could be a fellow Cancer for some of you. Also have Taurus there. Could be anybody. Those are just energies. All right. Well, I guess let's get the advice then. What is the advice? Advice, advice. What is the best advice? What's the advice? Ooh, if you're wanting communication, it's going to have to be you that does it. But just know that this person is probably going to have some defense mechanisms put in place if you do that. You know, they're probably going to pretend that they don't give a shit. You know, going to play it off, act like it's no big deal. That's a big front. So, if you really wanted to increase the chances of bringing this person back into your life, you would need to be patient. You would need to be really patient. The question is, do you have the patience for that? That's the question. And that's an open-ended question. I don't know if you do or not. Some of you may. But I would say that if you're still at a place where you feel very vulnerable about this situation and this person, and their actions could trigger you, I would wait a little bit longer. I would wait a little bit longer because they're going to play it off and pretend they don't care. They're not going to open up and be vulnerable at all right off the bat. So if you were able to stand solid and remain patient and, could just stay solid, eventually I think that they probably would end up opening up over time. You know, if you just opened communication and got closure, let bygones be bygones, and just left communication open, eventually the two of you would probably end up gravitating back together, and then they would probably end up letting their guard down. But if you have all these expectations and you're still real sensitive about the subject, it probably wouldn't be a good idea because they're just going to have their defenses up, you know? So, okay. Time to shift gears. Let's see. Person that you're interested in. Single Cancers and your love interest. Anything happening in May? Anything happening in the month of May? Anything happening in the month of May between single Cancers and their love interest? Knight of Swords, okay. Communication looks good. Oh, Ten of Wands, though. So this is kind of weighing on you. Wow, what's going on here? What's going on here? You know what this is kind of telling me? It's kind of telling me that communication looks good, y'all. I mean, I don't know if you're currently in communication with this person or not, but communication looks good. Looks great. But this person's just not showing any emotion. Not really. Or maybe they're showing mixed signals. And this is just weighing on you and weighing on you and weighing on you. And this is telling me that you're probably going to throw in the white towel on this and accept a completely different love offer from a totally different person. Yeah, that's what this is telling me. It's just, there's just no forward movement happening here. No forward movement, no vulnerability, no emotion being shown. So there's some completely different love offer, love option coming in from somewhere else. And you're going to just abandon this and jump in with somebody else. Did that message come through for you last month? Because I know that came through for somebody. I just don't remember if it was you or not. Okay, well, yeah, 10 of Cups reversed. Okay. Some of you dealing with an Aquarius. That's the only major arcana I have here. Oh, I got Taurus there too. All right. You know, it could be anybody. Those are just energies. Let's see how they feel about you. How do they feel about Cancer? What are their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? Ah, this person's a loner, dude. They're kind of a loner. Hang on. Ace of Swords reversed. They're not a good communicator either. Not really. They have a fear of abandonment. Yup, that's what I thought, man. That's what I thought. They're still carrying the burden of the last relationship they were in. They got cheated on. They got abandoned, you know, and it's not uncommon when somebody experiences that kind of betrayal or heartbreak. Well, there's several different ways that you can react to that. But one of the most common ways that people react to it is they just throw their guard up, throw their walls up, retreat, isolate, go within, and just kind of try to keep everybody out, you know? I think they know. See, I knew it. I love it when I start to say something, and as I'm saying it, the next card I pull validates what I start saying. I love that when that happens. They know that if they gave themselves permission and they allowed themselves to let you in, they would fall so stupidly, ridiculously in love with you that you would have all the power. All it would take was for you to wake up on the wrong side of the bed one day, flip a switch, and you could annihilate them. You could destroy their world. They know that. And that scares the shit out of them. I don't think it's anything to do with you personally. I don't think so. It's just they know how that feels, and they're afraid to put themselves in that position again. You know? So, they do have an interest in you, though. But they're just afraid of the thought of how bad you could hurt them if you wanted to. So, okay, well, that's a bummer. I mean, I get it. I know how that feels. I know how that feels. I've done it before. I've sabotaged relationships before because I was afraid I was going to get hurt, so I sabotaged it first. You know, I get it, but that doesn't, just because I understand it doesn't mean that it's the right thing to do, you know. But I get it, so I guess let's get the advice. What's the advice? What's the advice for Cancer? Death card. I know since YouTube has shit mirror image now, it may be hard to read, but Death card. There's only a few talking points that I can give you. I'll just use the same talking points I always use. It's pretty common sense shit. Have you made your feelings and your intentions known? Have you done that? Have you at least tried to show this person that you're rock solid? You know, I'm not going to flake on you. I'm not going to fucking turn on you. I'm not going to use your weaknesses against you. I'm not going to play those games, which I'm not that kind of person, period. I'm not going to do that to nobody, especially the fucking person I'm with, you know? Those are about the only things you can really do. But again, that's no guarantee that they're going to respond to it, you know? Because when somebody is in that mode where they're protecting themselves, it doesn't matter what you do. They don't trust it, you know? And it ain't got nothing to do with you personally. It's not you personally. I wish I could think of a more profound way to explain it. But I would say, though, that if another option does come along and this just doesn't seem to be fucking going anywhere, take another option. Take another option. One thing that's so frustrating about today's dating world is there are so many people turning down someone who will actually treat them right and chasing someone who don't want nothing to do with them. The fuck? That ain't, I don't care who you are. I don't care what your sign is. Don't care. That ain't never going to get you anywhere. Ever. 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 So just keep that in mind. All right. Let's see what's going on with those of you who are currently in a long-term relationship. Cancer and the current long-term partner. Remember, if you're not in a long-term relationship, this is not for you. And if you are in a long-term relationship, but the two of you are not experiencing any problems, this is not for you. What's happening in May between Cancer and the current long-term partner? What's happening in May? Anything good happening? Anything bad happening? Ten of Cups reversed. Lover's card reversed. Okay, Two of Cups reversed. Okay, well, this looks like it's hanging on by a thread. I think most tarot readers who see this, and this, and this, and this, would probably say that separation is happening. I don't know if I want to be so quick to say that, though. I don't know if I want to be so quick to say that, but it does look like if y'all ain't separating, this is hanging on by a thread. I don't even know if I'd call it a thread. I wouldn't even call it a thread. It's like a fucking cotton fiber is what this is hanging on by. Holy shit sticks, Batman. Now, that's about all I can say about that. Let's see the signs I have on the table here. Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces. I also have Aries, Virgo, Gemini. Could be anybody. Those are just energies. Okay. Well, I saw that Ten of Cups about to come out. At first, I thought it was coming out in the upright, but I guess it didn't. So this kind of surprised me. I was thinking this was going to be a very positive message. Like the Gemini current person reading was very positive. I was thinking this was going to be too. It don't look like it, honestly. It don't look like it. Well, okay. Let's see how this person feels about you. How they feel about this connection. What their energies and intentions are. And what kind of person they are in general. Current long-term partner that Cancer's dealing with. Current long-term partner. Let's see. How do they see you? How do they feel about you? Ace of Wands. Death reversed. Five of Pentacles reversed. Okay. Well, this is kind of weird. So, are they in love with you? I don't think so. I don't think so. Do they still feel a really strong connection with you? I don't think so. However, I don't think they believe that this will ever end. It's like they're comfortable, you know? They pretty much believe that they can just kick their feet back, act however they want, treat you however they want, do whatever they want, and you ain't going nowhere. So they just pretty much feel like they're safe and comfortable. Or for those of you who have been on and off, if you've already been on and off with this person, they're not worried about you leaving because in their mind, they think you'll just come back. So they don't believe that this will ever end. Yeah. So, okay. That's about all I can get out of that. Should we get the outcome? Let's just get the advice. Like I said, this shit's hanging on by a cotton fiber, bro. What's the advice for Cancer in the current long-term relationship? What's the advice? Ooh, the Empress. Okay. Sun card reversed, Emperor reversed. Uh-oh, we got the goddamn codependency card here. I don't feel like going down that road right now. Okay, so this could be saved. You absolutely can save this connection. However, the only thing you can do as an individual is take a step back, just release this person, and do nothing but work on your own vibration. It's all you can do. In a situation like this, if you want to at least increase the chances of saving this, just step back and say, okay, you do you, boo-boo. You do you, boo-boo. You are who you are. You do things how you do things. You see things how you see things. You feel how you feel. Ain't nothing I can do to change that. So I'm going to work on me. I'm going to work on filling my own void from the inside. I'm going to work on finding my own happiness from the inside. I'm going to work on lifting my own vibration into a place of happiness, joy, love, and abundance. I hope you follow suit and join me. I seriously think, see, here's what happens. When you start doing that, you start making a frequency change. And when you start making a frequency change and somebody close to you does not, you start experiencing an energetic disconnect. Okay? It's like changing stations to a different radio station. It starts getting staticky. And I don't care how spiritually asleep you are, you know, they're going to feel that. They're going to feel that. They may not realize what they're feeling, but they're going to feel it. And if this person starts feeling that disconnect and they're in this place where they don't believe it's ever going to come to an end, well, they start feeling that energetic disconnect, that's going to scare the shit out of them. They're going to be like, oh, fuck, maybe this could come to an end. Once they start feeling the two of you becoming a frequency mismatch, that's going to scare the shit out of them. And I'd give it about a 60 to 70% chance that if you can do that, and again, that takes time. That's not a switch you can flip overnight. But if you dedicate the next 6 months or so to doing that, I have a feeling that they'll probably follow suit because they'll feel intuitively and energetically like they're losing you because they are. You're making a vibrational change. Because if they don't follow suit, if they just stay stuck in their own ways and in their own frequency, and you make a frequency change, you will separate by way of universal law. Don't matter. Try as you may, the two of you won't be able to coexist in the same space. It's a universal law. So you can either do that or it's just a matter of time. But the way things are right now, this is a house of cards. I wouldn't even call it a house of cards. House of feathers. You fart too loud. This is going to blow this shit over. So, yeah, it could be saved, though. You can save this relationship. Yes, you can. Okay? All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Cancerian family needed to hear, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, information for personal readings is right down there in the description. All right? I'm out of here now, y'all. I will see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.